guy was standing up on his bike or whatever right by some cops. Oh shoot. So that's rather hilarious. So let me tell y'all a little bit about my riding history, if y'all don't already know. Well, obviously y'all don't already know. I haven't really told much to anyone. But anyways, I got this bike back in May of 2016. I only put about 600 miles on it throughout that riding season 2016. I did go on one group ride. The other times it was just me riding either by myself or riding with a friend of mine. That friend's not here. He just sold his bike last weekend, I believe, but he will be back on twos soon, hopefully. Anyways, I got my bike back in May of 2016. I didn't ride it that much that year. 2017, last year, I rode it a lot. I put like 7,000 miles, I believe. To some of you that may be a lot, to others that's like nothing, because y'all do like 15, 20,000 a riding season. But then again, for us, the riding season here is mostly just summer and the beginning of fall. For me personally, ever since I started the 2017 season, so summer of 2017, I've been riding, mostly commuting to work. That's mostly what my riding is. Occasionally I'll be going on group rides down to Denver, or rides such as this. This is my, I believe, my 4th ride up to the mountains. So I'm not always, you know, like shredding tires on this asphalt up on these mountain roads. But yeah, that's about most of my riding history. Like most of the miles that you see, currently I'm at 9,200 miles. Most of that's commuting miles. So I haven't done any track days. I haven't been to a track. Our group might be riding down to Vandermeer Raceway or Speedway. It's down by Red Rocks Amphitheater, which is our final destination for this ride. You probably can't see it from here. It's like way further down the mountain range. But I guess that'll be my first time going to a drag strip. Like, it's not a track, it's a drag strip. But yeah. Oh, cyclists. You have to be careful with cyclists up in these mountain roads. You know, because we share the road with them. The mountain roads up there aren't always going to have this, this little shoulder thing that you see, like right here, right beside me. The cyclist is, you know, there's something to look out for. Like, I've come around corners, not like speeding like super fast, but I do like to ride spirited when I'm in the mountains. And I'm not gonna say I've had any close calls, because I anticipate seeing like unknown objects or peoples or whatever along the road. I've only had one close call in my times going up to the mountain. That was over in Rocky Mountain National Forest or Park. What happened was, like, there's signs like all over that area that say do not stop to look at wildlife or something like that. And you know, like, me and my group were coming like around this corner, you know, like I wasn't speeding, I was going speed limit, but there was a shit ton of cars just like stopped right on the road. And you know, like, we came around the corner. I believe I was looking down at my dash or something like that. Like, you know, like mid-corner, like I was checking my gearing, checking my speed. You know, like I wasn't trying to speed through there. And then you know, like I look up and the two riders in front of me have started slowing down, and then, you know, like I see like all the cars that are stopped. So I slam on the rear brake, because when I'm out riding and I'm taking corners, I don't really like to slow down with the rear brake, or the front brake I should say. I slow down by downshifting, you know, like, so I set up my entry speed before I even start leaning, and then I like to go in a little bit slow and try and take off fast for the exit out of the corner. Look at that lake, guys. That is beautiful. We got people fishing on this beautiful Sunday morning. Anyways, back to the ride. So I slammed on my rear brakes, and my whole rear end started sliding out, right? Like this turn, like you know, we were turning right, so that way, and my whole rear end started sliding out. Like it was like I was coming drifting around that corner. So the only thing that I had to rely on was my front brake. I don't know how I did it, but I managed to come around that corner. Like it was just like it wasn't like a tight corner, it wasn't a wide corner, like it was just, you know, like it was like something that you would like to go fast through. But you know, I went sliding around the corner, and I slid so far, like it was a long distance. Like I'm not sure how or why I was going that far. I mean, like I also wasn't trying to jam on my front brakes, you know, because prior to that close call, you know, like I was taught by my uncle to mostly rely on your rear brake, not on your front brake. So what I taught myself for the longest time was to ride with, or to slow down with the rear brake, or by engine braking or downshifting or whatever. And you know, like that's exactly what I did, and I'm like, it's what I still do. But after that incident, there, like I learned that you got to put more emphasis on that front brake. You know, like you got to use it for sure, because if you don't, you know, like you'll have that situation to where I almost didn't stop in time, like coming around that corner. So what ended up happening with that corner, I'm not sure if this is a turn or not. We gotta go straight though. Yeah, alright, so this road goes straight. So what ended up happening on that corner? I could barely stop, and I went through the cars, like lane splitting down the cars, right? But the road was only a car going, you know, the other direction, and another lane facing the other direction. So it was only a 2-lane road, both cars going opposite directions. And I legit went through those cars, still sliding my rear tire about halfway through them. Like it was like on both sides there was like at least like 5 or 6 cars stopped. So passing 2 or 3 of those cars, I was still sliding my rear tire. The good thing though is the road started straightening out. So I was sliding with my rear end just slightly out to the side, you know, like I wasn't taking up the whole road or whatever. And then, you know, like it was just sketchy. After that, like I started using my handbrake more, you know, like if like there's like a corner that I gotta take, then I gotta shed like a massive amount of speed for, then definitely like I'm gonna use my handbrake in conjunction or whatever with my rear brake, so it won't just be make sure these guys all made it.